Theresa here of Larkin Design, and welcome to week 6 of my 2017 Project Life album. This is my layout that I created and shared the video for my digital process directly previously before this video. So yesterday I shared with you how I created this layout in Photoshop using pocket guide templates from Paisley Press and the March Roar kit and March add-on kit available at thelilypad.com. And then today I'm going to work on embellishing the layout, and I'm using my Studio Calico Documenter kit from February. It was called Confidant, and I knew that I wanted to use the February word that's included in the kit every month. So I'm new to the Studio Calico subscriptions and kind of excited about getting the Documenter kit every month. And so I wanted to use my February word here. I know that it's sort of, because the word art, which is part of the Paisley Press Pocket Guide templates, it says the month of February. And that's okay. This is kind of the month of, it's kind of beginning the month of February. This is February 5th through, or 4th through the 11th, or 5th through the 11th, something like that. And so I'm going to also stamp my date here on the date card. And so the date card is one of the cards from the March Roar kit with the word art added on top, and then the rubber word, and then my stamped dates. Alright, and I'm also using a little tiny plus sign. I have no idea where this little tiny wooden plus sign came from. It was probably in one of last year's Gossamer Blue kits, and I just attached that. And you'll see here I put the adhesive on the paper itself, and then I'm using my little pencil and my little picker-upper here to clean up around it a little bit. And a little bit more. So I don't know if you've ever seen those little picker-uppers before. We used them in design school way back when. So I keep one around just for picking up little leftover bits of adhesive. They work pretty well. So I've also pulled a couple of the journaling cards from the Documenter kit just to add layering bits to the layout. And there were also these cool little puffy stickers that, of course, I had to use. They're just phrases that were designed by Jasmine Jones. And then I'm going to add a little bit of journaling here about how Natalie just showed up one night for goodnight hugs wearing her reindeer antlers and her bright red Rudolph nose. Just random out of the blue. One of the things that I also did in prep for this layout is I grabbed some of my punches. The one that you just saw there is a tab punch from We Are Memory Keepers. I have 2 of those. I used them in my December Daily album last year. So if you saw those videos, you saw that used a lot. And then I'm just going to use those little tabs as journaling, little tiny journaling spots. So this was the week that we found out that Addison had been accepted into his high school. So I included that letter there. And the Documenter kit came with these stamp arrows. Now they have words etched on them, and so I wanted to use them, and I just stamped them in black on one of the journaling cards and cut them out. Pretty simple. I'm not going to do a lot of embellishing on this layout. I sort of ran out of time. I ran out of time this week and last week. Sometimes that just happens. It's been crazy around here, and so when time runs short, then I limit the embellishing that I do so I can finish the layouts pretty quickly and get them done. But I'm still staying on track and still staying fairly current. I am not one to stress or obsess about how far behind I might be, in quotation marks. I'm about 5 weeks out right now, and that's where I'm comfortable at. I'm comfortable being about 4 to 5 weeks ahead, or 4 to 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks out from the week that I'm scrapbooking. That way I have a little bit of time to just process the week and sort of come to a better place about it. This was a particularly hard week because I was sick the whole week. I was sick for about 10 days with the flu, and so it was a hard week. I spent about 3 days in bed, and I was really surprised actually to go back and find that I had a lot of photos from the week. But that's cool, and there's always room to include more. It's one of the reasons that I wanted to use Photoshop this year, and one of the reasons that I wanted to use templates this year was so that I would be able to include more pictures. Now you'll notice too, I used some of the hexagon stickers for embellishments. I love those. They're so cool. And then that side is done. Now I'm going to add my week 6 onto this floral card here. And I'm using these white puffy stickers. These are from Maggie Holmes from the Chasing Dreams collection. And they did not have numbers. Alphabet sets that don't have numbers drive me crazy. But 6 is short enough that you can write that out, and it doesn't take up too much room. So I'm just going to spell WK for week and then 6. I'm not sure if it really worked out the way I was hoping that it would. The letters are thin, so they kind of get lost against the pattern, but it's okay. Keep going. So on this side of the layout, I have mostly pictures from when I was sick, other than the photo at the top that is Natalie's favorite stuffed animals that she had organized on her headboard so that she would know where they were. They're all lined up. They're all her favorites. I also used a heart punch to punch this heart from one of the journaling cards. There was a journaling card that had some really light silver metallic confetti dots, and so half of the heart is confetti dots and half of the heart is the background from the journaling card. I'm using another file tab here. And this one, there was a breakfast, lunch, and dinner card in the kit that I punched the dinner writing or the dinner text. And I'm going to go back and you'll see I'm going to go back and forth. There's a space for a title on the journaling card with the numbers on it. And so I'm going to try and figure out what to do with that, but I don't focus on that just yet. I did want to take this little heart from another one of the journaling cards, and I punched it to include down here at the bottom. I'm also going to use some of the cardstock stickers, and basically I'm just trimming the bottom off of those Now, if you watched my Photoshop video on how I created the layout, the tutorial for this week, you saw how I brought in this journaling card and then layered the photo on top of half of it. And then there's where I added the journaling. You could type the journaling in there as well, obviously. I do want to continue using some of my handwriting on these layouts. That's still a priority to me. So my journaling is really going to be, and really is, a combination of typed and handwritten. Do I have any particular method for deciding which journaling is handwritten and which is typed? No, I don't. Just wherever I feel like doing whichever one, or how time goes. I don't know. I think that it's something that I don't need to stress out very often. I just want to make sure that some of my handwriting is included in my layouts on a regular basis. So of course I also had to bring in those puffy sticker hearts from Ellie's studio. You guys, I don't know what I'm going to do when those are gone. But anyway, so I did use them once again. You can see my little sheet is running out. But that's it for today's layout. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you will like and comment and subscribe. And I'll see you back here again soon. Thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.